Freeze, Jeets. I'm going to need you to stop selling down the Bitcoin, baby dolls. We have a Bitcoin that hit around $65,000 and now it's bounced back. This is a 5-minute chart. I know it's a crack cocaine chart, but as I am watching everything go, no, and now bounce back up, we watch the stonk market tumble a bit. I mean, it's not really a tumble, but this is what they call like, oh, no, the stocks are dropping. Like, friends, if you just, look, let me just show you. If you zoom in, squint your eyes, we're going to have to go down into, let's look at the daily chart to make this thing like, oh my gosh. Like, okay, let's go really, really, really in. Okay. This is the horrific day. You are down 1.55%. Dude, stock market, guys. Okay. In crypto, if my slippage is less than 5%, it's not good enough for me to buy. That's it. I want to slip things that much, okay? That's how much I want to pay just to get in because they're so small, so speculative, and so risky. So, you know, this little stock market tumble, friends, that's what everyone's worried about. Kind of. Here is the Russell 2000. Russell 2000, isn't it funny, man? It comes back, hits the high again. They're just the biggest scams. They just come back up here like, no, we're actually going to fake you out again, but they don't do it by accident, okay? There's just no free lunch in these. Now, got some more juicy big news, friends. We're going to go through them here, okay? So Ethereum is getting cucked again. Again, no surprises here. I mean, Ethereum getting bonked. Solana is actually breaking up against us. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to show you the Ethereum price chart. This is the Ethereum price chart. It is on a weekly. W is for friendship. Let's play some let's play some angel music because Ethereum, friends, I've actually got some good news. Ethereum is getting cucked, but I'm going to show you what it is. It's got to do with Solana, okay? So ETH is bonked here. Okay, but looking at USD prices, that's like the pleb way of looking at stuff. We know this. We want to look at ratios. We want to look at the real information. Here's the real information. The real information is Sol ETH ratio is now beaming up. Now, if you've been watching my channel, you're like, wait a minute. This is, how's that good? I'll tell you why it's good. Because it confirms that our meme coin super cycle has higher odds of occurring now. It's actually happening. This, friends, you want to see meme coin super cycle? This is it. This is it, you know. I forgot who it was. Someone asked me in the Telegrams once, my Telegram channel. They asked me, feel free to join, friends. What would you want to see if this thing was to play out? And I remember saying, like, obviously, you have to see, like, Solana go up because Solana is a meme coin chain. So you'll see some sort of strength there. I don't know. Is it going to be USD strength or ratio strength? You'd probably want to see ratio strength. That's like the double whammy for us. But that's actually what we're seeing right now. Isn't that big? So here's the thing, friends. If you look at the Solana people, you can't grab this information. Why? Because Solana people, because they're maxis, they say Solana is used for real-world assets and gaming and metaverse and NFTs, and they're going to do all these other things in stablecoins. That's what they say, but to like a grandma or a monkey or like a 3-year-old child who looks at the chain, they go, it's a meme coin chain. And you don't have any of that. No one cares about that anyway. Okay, but all the Solana proponents, because here's the thing, friends, they want to grab big money in, and big money is, remember, they're big money and they're slow. They got a lot of like boomers. So they're scared of like, oh, I'm on a meme coin chain. So they don't talk like that. So if you're reading this information, you don't get from them, oh, it's just a meme coin chain. You don't get that. Because they're like, no, it's much more than that. We got the Solana Girls House. There's an ETF coming. It's big. We're going to flip a theme. They say these big things, but that's just to basically, it's to make people who have a $10 million position feel good about their $10 million position. That's what it is. But you and I don't care about that. We don't care. I just want to see the signs that our meme coin super cycle is going to play out. And now what I'm going to do, pumpkins, I'm just going to show you the others BTC chart again. As you can see, we are grinding the floor. This is the longest. No, look at this. See, every day we tick up. We have the biggest disconnect ever. But, I mean, like, it's just going to take some time. That's all it's going to take. I know everybody is like, friends, this is... Look, I know it's pain. I know it's pain. What I'm going to do is I'll play some Habibi Albi music, okay? So there is a lot of pain, but there's a silver lining to all that pain because I can see it, man. It seems like, friends, when I see this, you know, everyone's like, damn, is something wrong? Yeah, not for me and you, though. When we see this, friends, this is built up, pent up FOMO will start building, right? Collecting more in the hearts of people with old boomer coins. And as Sol ETH goes up and meme coins get more mind share along AI coins, which are just meme coins themselves, right? Just topical meme coins. As that continues, we will see rotations, heavy rotations. People they're just gonna slingshot it back in through. They have to, because they're basically like they're just watching their things bleed forever, and mindshare is just accumulating in memes. I mean, they're forced to do this at this point. Now let's go through some news of the day. So as I mentioned to you, right? So the US stonks, they tumbled down. We've seen the Russell 2000 a bit lower. Gonna take a while for that to clear around. If I quickly just check the weekly chart of Bitcoin, yeah, I mean, this is the weekly chart here. It's just taking its time. You know, US elections and stuff coming up. Uniswap, friends, have announced they've launched a permissionless cross-chain bridge. Okay, so now on the Uniswap website, what you can do is they have bridging. So now you can move between any of the layer 2 chains, okay? But I haven't used it. I'm sure it's going to be slow at the start. And then as Ethereum does tech updates over time, it'll get faster and faster. So now you can basically move liquidity and move things across, which kind of makes me wonder, why are you moving to a uni chain if you're just going to be everywhere? If you just, everybody's going to deploy the liquidity everywhere, right? So why would they be on uni chain? There must be some reason that they want to do it. It is what it is. Maybe it's to do with their own token, and yeah, who knows. So yeah, this is how you would use it. They said open Uniswap, navigate to swap, choose the asset to bridge, navigate to swap across networks. So that's it. But yeah, like all these swapping and stuff, like it's cool, but you're kind of looking at it now, you're like, do we really need to move all our assets around when you're buying and holding memes? And they have all the mind share now. Yeah, that's us, but they're all the bigger money. You know, people moving like Aave collateral things around, perpetual trading, and maybe real world assets are going to start moving around later. Not now, because of just we haven't done with them. We haven't done the meme coin super cycle yet, I guess. Naturally, whenever these Uniswap updates appear, there's always people who get worried and they say, well, does this mean Pulse Chain loses its effectiveness because it's outside of their layer 2 ring and stuff? Okay. On a tech-wise, yeah, but that would only be an issue if people actually gave a crap about tech. They don't care about decentralization. They don't care about anything, okay? People want to be in communities, and they'll do whatever it takes to get into a community. That's it. So it's as simple as that. That's what we've seen over and over again. So those layer 2 chains do not have a culture of memes. They don't have a culture of anything. All those layer 2 chains have a culture of giving themselves all the tokens. They have no community. They have no community. So when I see all those chains, okay, this is the thing. I'm in my mind, I'm saying, oh, this is a $3 billion market cap coin, but it should be 300 million. It should be 90% lower, but it's trading at 3 billion. That's what it should be, literally 90% lower, and you're not. You're at 3 billion. You've given yourself all the tokens. So that's going to reflect itself in terms of where mindshare is moving. So mindshare is going to move away from that, which is what it is, friends. Not even guessing. It has been. And they've been moving into memes where they can start, I can join a community at zero. We can actually have fun. We can actually impact it ourselves, right? Impact the growth. Because that's what it comes down to, right? So with all everything starts off as a meme, right? It all comes down to the early rewarders or early believers getting rewarded every time. Every time. You have to be given money as a retailer. You have to be rewarded for your commitment at the start. It's like the carrot on a stick to get you to hold longer. I mean, friends, XRP people, it did 650x in 2017. They're still in it today. They were given the carrot on the stick. That's why everybody looks at XRP people like they're crazy, lunatic, deranged. There's no adoption. Yeah, but then I show you, man, if you look at their price chart, which is right here, if you go and have a look at the XRP price chart, my friends, are they crazy delusional, or are they just believers because this thing literally this was a 650x move in 12 months. So something that goes up that much and you have people saying, hey, don't worry, it's going to happen again and stuff all the time. It's going to keep people in the circle. On to other news as well. Tesla So Elon Musk's company, they tried to spin this positive news, which is a load of BS. They've said Tesla confirms they have not sold their Bitcoin stash from Q3 or whatever. Here's the real news, by the way. The real news, friends, is Tesla, Elon Musk, dumped 75% of his Bitcoin here. So they got in here. It came here. They go, ah, crap, I don't believe in this thing at all. And then it did this, and they never bought back in because I thought it was going to zero, and now they missed it. Okay, so that's the real news is what I've written, which is Tesla revealed they haven't bought back any of their Bitcoin, which they sold. They sold 75% of their whole stash, and now they only have the 25%. It's funny, if Bitcoin gets back to like 105K, their 25% is going to be worth as much as the money they put in. Which is funny because they sold 3/4 and it rallies a 4x from their point. That'd be amazing. So yeah, they sold around that Luna crash and they missed the bottom of buy back in. They probably used the capital and stuff here and there. But why I do that, why I put this out here is to show you like you're a better investor than Elon Musk. You're like if you make money, hopefully we make money from this, friends. We hope the cycle continues and stuff because it's taken a sweet ass time. If you win from this, you deserve it. You deserve it. Okay. Do you know how many people, by the way, Elon was selling Bitcoin and crypto, okay, and then he had to go out and say, oh, I still believe, I kind of still believe. No, you sold, bro, 3/4 of your position. Setting 3/4 of your position when everyone was cheering you as like, oh, you're so early to something, and then he has to get rid of it. That a lot of people got rid of. A lot of people followed him. Now, oh, okay, I'm out too, man. He doesn't like it. I don't like it. So if you make it through this, I mean, you beat him. You literally beat him. That'd be amazing. You deserve it, right? You deserve it. You beat one of the world's smartest, most innovative, most popular guys as well. I want to show you the US election odds as well, friends. It's still 63% for Donald Trump, 37% for Krampus. Shout out to Mr. Crypto Coffee. He showed these polling stuff. I couldn't believe it. Okay, US polls that they're reporting on the fake news media, they have Kamala Harris 2% ahead. Come on, bro. Are you serious? Soy boys for Harris. By the way, Kamala Harris, if you want votes, just say you're going to pump our bags and just actually start pumping our bags if you want votes. But they still haven't done it. I guess, you know what, because they are... You know, a lot of these people in that side of America, they're actually very smart. They've just lost their minds. I'm serious. They're actually very smart, friends. They got good IQs, okay? They actually have high IQs. And they're very smart, coherent sentences... They're very good with like vernacular and words. They're actually really smart, friends. They can figure stuff out. I'm always impressed. Oh, bro, where'd you lose your mind, man? How have you lost your mind? Oh, man, it's crazy. So I think that term, that mind woke virus, it actually is true. It's not just a stereotype meme thing. It actually is true because a virus, humans, we follow what everyone does around us, you know, subconsciously as well. So if a certain number of people are just acting a certain way, people will just rationalize in their brain why that part is acceptable. But then you ask them like, hey, but the other 99% of stuff you're like super critical about. Why is it this part you're just following these like lunatics into these? And then they're just they spin up their own narratives. It's almost like you're too smart for your own good. That's what it comes down to, friends. Like I don't know if you guys have you ever met somebody in crypto who comes in and tells you that they know exactly how it all works? You know, actually in crypto, it's so hyper volatile. It's very rare to see that. But in the stock market, there's many of those people. People who think they know just how everything works and they just get their ass handed to them. Now, it wouldn't be a Juicy News episode without some nice Pikachu themed songs and dance. So we have to call upon the power on the Thunderbolt because we have to Thunderbolt the actionable bears here who seem to be denying that something big is happening. Now, friends, here's the thing. Solana, Sol ETH going up on that ratio. It's a lot of people are going to think, okay, that means Soy is the #1 chain. You know, it might have the most activity, it might, but it's a meme coin thing, okay? Because how did I learn this? Remember from 2020? Remember from 2020, friends? DeFi went up. And then all of us concluded, okay, DeFi is a new innovation. There's yield and all this stuff, and everybody believed the drivel. But now, because we've lived through that, I've lived through that. I'll go, wait a minute, no. Don't look at the tech part. The tech part's a fraud. Okay, in crypto, the tech part is the fraud part. That's the scam part. It's not the actual tech part. There's something else going on, which is more simpleton, right, as an idea that no one believes, and that's actually just memes. Hey, we just want number go up. It's literally that. Hey, we want number go up. These smaller starting coins have higher number go up. That's it. It's as simple as that. Okay? And they all happen to be labeled meme coins. Okay? So don't worry about that label. So that's actually what's going on here. Whereas, I guess people holding bigger bags of a lot of these stuff, they'll say, no. There's where there's faster transactions, and they're questioning the story of decentralization versus centralization. That's what all these people are doing, but they're usually VCs, friends. They have like $50 million plus big size bags. They've got like $300 million soy positions. So it's hard for them to sit around the table and go, okay, we are long and we're getting rewarded. Luckily, because a bunch of retardios around the world just want to see a number go up green, and they're buying meme coins and they're speculating on stuff, and we can't rely on them at all. They can't talk like that, friends. I'll talk like that because that's the truth. But these people, it's very unlikely that they won't talk like that, because their skill set is not identifying this stuff, buying low, selling high. Their skill set is, hey, let's write a check to these 10 founders. Let's get VC deals, and whichever one starts working, let's go get them a Binance listing. Let's start shilling to the mainstream YouTubers. They have a different skill set than you and me. Now, friends, this part, I'm going to tell you, we're going to do some UFO stuff. This is extremely important. So shout out to Ashton. Ashton posted my video reply to him. Okay. So I want to actually, friends, I just want to show you this. So, you know, in crypto, we know mainstream media about crypto. It's always lies. They say pedophiles and terrorists. All that. We know European Union, a bunch of soy drinking cucks. We know all of these. Okay. But right now, what's happening, friends, is Ashton, investigative journalist, #1 in the world. He should be on Time Magazine. I'm not even joking. He has been looking at science, like actual physics, you know, the stuff we learn at school. And he's been speaking to a lot of these scientists who are fringe. And he's putting them all together, all the pieces of the puzzle. He's like, oh, these clearly make sense. Why doesn't the government respond to this? And then you go and check it out. And then the Department of Energy and Neil deGrasse Tyson, all these frauds, they have just been labeling people conspiracies, lunatics, okay? And it's for a good reason. Let Ashton explain here. Look what he says. He goes, I just finished watching a short documentary about Pons and Fleischmann and the announcement of cold fusion in 1989. So this is what cold fusion is, friends. Look, it's a hypothesized type of nuclear reaction that occurs at or near room temperature. Okay, so that's crazy. I'm just looking at this with you live. So nuclear fusion supposedly occurs, this is Google, right? It's real, at or close to room temperature. I guess what it means is if you make something super cool, there's some sort of energy that appears. Because remember, friends, how do we normally make energy? Because I'm just obviously putting a piece of the puzzle together here. How do we normally make energy? Oh, you have to use a lot of energy to make things really, really, really hot. If you make things hot, all the atoms move and you get energy. Okay, but there's this theory here. They go, wait a minute, we can get energy if we make things cooler. Interesting. Now, look what he says. Cold fusion is 100% real. It's experimentally proven and replicated by many people. The Department of Energy pushed disinformation, and theoretical physicists falsely claimed it violates known laws of physics. Then the ridicule began. All of the dumbest people on the planet rallied around the incorrect physicists. One author even accused the scientist who replicated it of fraud. The scientist ended up being completely exonerated. It didn't matter because the damage was done. Academia is an institution corrupted by money and ego. The peer review process has failed humanity. So what he's basically saying, friends, is, as we know this from crypto, okay, so how many times I've told you, okay, the government and the Fed, they're one institution, okay, they print the money, they dilute the population without them knowing, they just print the money, and then they go to all the scientists and the government departments, and they go, okay, you will have this opinion, you will have this opinion, and you will have that opinion. You will say all of these guys are crazy lunatics. This is the way we put, and anything outside of this bubble is crazy. And guess what? If you don't agree with us, you literally end up dead. You end up disappeared, or we'll just literally rug pull the salary from you. You got no money now. Okay, that's what the government does. And that's why Ashton is disappointed in the science community, because the science community, this is what I thought, friends. When I'm reading this, my mind's so shocked. I'm like, how can a nerd guy, like some people just nerds, born nerds, they love the engineering, they're like 2 + 2 is always 4. Okay, you can't argue with this. How can people who do these mathematical science stuff, when they do experiments, how can they even argue about anything, right? Because it's always baffling to me, right? It's not like crypto. Hey, is this thing going to do well in the future or not? It's not speculating on the future. It's speculating on now. It's not speculation, right? And then you end up finding out whenever somebody does these like experiments, they say, no, you did something wrong there. You're a lunatic. It can't happen. Okay? So look what he says as well. Ashton continues. No wonder I've been getting attacked so much for exposing the MH370 videos. The plasma orbs are colder than the plane's engine. They're absolute. Undeniable proof of cold fusion and the fraud that was perpetuated against real scientists decades ago. So you remember with the MH370 flight, there was a leaked video, which Edward C. Lin, who is rotting in jail right now. We have to get him out of jail. He's the one who leaked it. And that's how you know it's real, friends. They put him in jail. He's been sitting in there for like 5 years now since. They want to put him in jail literally for life. So it's so top secret. The government won't even tell the judge what he actually really leaked. Only like his lawyer is basically not allowed to release it to the public. Isn't that crazy, man? Like it's so top secret. The judge can't even be told exactly the full information. Right, so that's wild. But hey, because the government, they get to run stuff. That's why it's democracy, dude. They get to choose whatever the hell they want to do. Okay, so Ashton continues. This is the reason the Department of Energy is the biggest gatekeeper against disclosure. So disclosure, friends, means people like obviously everyone in the UFO community, they say they're begging the government, please tell us that aliens are real. Why? Because a lot of the people in the UFO community, for years and years, decades, friends, decades, they've been called a lunatic, a crazed person by their friends and family, saying, yeah, the UFOs are real. So these people just want the government, please, please give me back my sanctity. And in crypto land, friends, I'm wearing a police officer hat. Do you think I give one truck what the government tells me is right or wrong or real? Dude, I watched SHIB do a 1 million X return in 2021. I watched Doge pump 250x. I watched Hex do a 10,000x, okay? We've seen some stuff, okay? So we've seen the lunar capitulation. We've seen a lot of things where people can just run with one thing forever and then it just turns out to be wrong. And also people sell things forever and turn out that they should have been long to be right. So Ashton continues, right? All of this science is based on a 0-point energy understanding of the universe that allows for negative energy. This is the connection to UFOs. Once any civilization realizes there's energy all around us and space is not empty, they unlock unlimited power. So now, that's pretty much what it comes to, unlimited power. So do we want a bunch of terrorists in another one part of the world making a lab of infinite energy vehicles where they could just literally storm US bases, and because there's anti-gravity around the shield, you can't penetrate at all? Do we want that? That's what it all comes down to. And you know, that's a question. I don't know. Here's the thing, Ben, you can't even have an argument with society about it because you're like, oh, okay, well now the terrorists know anyway, so we can't do anything, right? So that's why I've accompanied my post here by saying the world will experience an ontological shock, which is like a culture shock. They're like, oh, this is not meant to happen. This is not meant to exist, right? But we already know this, man. We already know, friends. So here's the thing, right? Aliens are real, but like, so what we've seen is there's been certain like Coconut Intelligence Agency programming that's tried to seep into the community. And you see this in Luis Elizondo, with another UFO, like, you know, government worker guy. So what they're doing, friends, is this is what I learned from all the watching. So to make people not lose their mind, they don't tell you UFOs are interdimensional and they're coming from around us. They're all around us right now, okay? They don't tell you that. What they always say is they're coming from outer space. They're coming from outer space. They're not coming from outer space. That's why, like, Elon Musk has all the satellites. He's like, I don't see anything, okay? So that they're not actually coming from outer space. They're coming from another dimension. It's just that our brains don't know how to process this stuff, okay? So, but the government always says that, no, it's not us, it's them. It's them, it's them, it's them. It's not them. It's like, okay, it was them. It was them, okay? They dropped some ships. We did some reverse engineering. Maybe it's taken like 80 years. They made a lot of progress, but they're pretending they made no progress because they just don't want anyone to know that they can do all these, because then everyone realizes society's rigged, man. Like, that's it. And what I mean by rigged, it's in terms of like, there is a cabal, okay? There are people at the top of a pyramid, apex pyramid, and they're always assessing whether a certain level of power and energy and responsibility is appropriate for humans, Okay, we're slaves, friends. We're pretty much slaves. That's why, like, we all know this. In crypto, like, duh. They're like, okay, you've given us these fake currency units. Let's go make a whole nother system where we gamble with these. That's crypto. This is your crypto. You believe in the system. That's why we have Bitcoin, the highest. It's like the religion, the OG of belief, and then everything else is like throwing currency units around. And it's disrespecting their data, but disrespecting, like, they disrespect us. So we didn't see anything wrong with it because juicy crypto stuff. So having a look at the Pulse Chain community, we're looking at the 24-hour chart, friends. I'm looking at the candles for Pulse. We actually had a bit of a bump. Wow. Okay, 24 hours. Minus 6% for Erection Hex, and PX went up even more. So, Bulbasaur is up. Okay, so sweet. Oh, and Mr. Kumamon as well, doing nice. Yeah, and Solid X, probably for my video friends. So I may make videos, and yes, it's still like we're all playing in the sandpit pretty much. That's what it's come down to. So with Erection Hex, we'll get on that a bit shortly. There's some big capitulators, and we might get like even really, really deeper cheap prices. We'll see. And how we can actually see this is from the E-Hex to P-Hex chart. So you look at the E-Hex, P-Hex ratio. That's this chart here, friends, and I drew this from bed. So this is where it is right now. It's at 0.15. Remember, it was as high as almost 0.4, so I just did this massive downturn here. So the low here is about 0.1. I've drawn this arrow. So if BankX and some other big like JITs, if they just capitulate hard, I'm literally going to get an erection. I'm like, thank God, make it easy for me. What we don't want to see is this part. Okay, what like this is like if you're waiting on sides, this is the annoying one when they do this. Sell. That's the annoying part because you can't do anything. It just takes forever. And then eventually it's time to go up, okay? But for now, there seems to be those 140 million E-Hex, Jita and stuff out here. So these are the things you just leave on the sideline and wait. But look, I'll be honest as well. You might want to buy other stuff too, right? In terms of like, hey, if I'm buying discounted stuff, why don't I buy like a new coin or a new meme? You could do that, but remember there's higher risk with these as well. Okay, so I mentioned here, let the big holders cheat and capitulate. So we're just going to sit in the background and wait. And remember, that's a ratio. That is showing us these points of, you know, something being cheap or expensive versus something else. So the best scenario, friends, is, you know, I showed you the ratio going down. The best case would be P-Hex is just too strong. That's what you want. Because now P-Hex is like, oh, that's leading. And eventually it's going to stop and E-Hex rotates. Eventually. You don't stand in front of the train. But that's what you want P-Hex to just keep going up. So the weak hands, because friends, weak hands is what they'll do. Even if you make them watch my video, they still won't believe it when the price action happens. The weak hands will think, oh, P-Hex is the chosen one, so I'm out of E-Hex. And that's like BankX type of big, they'll just keep selling, they don't care, they're done. But then eventually we clear that. So that's what you're waiting for. It's just something to keep on the side while everything else plays out. This is now the PLS Pulse chart. This is on the weekly. It never flipped green on the weekly super trend, but yeah, we're still waiting for some sort of resolution. PulseX is green on the weekly super trend. I mean, they all have the same chart. Here you have Combined Hex, you have PX as well doing this. Yes, it's going to take a while, but yes, we got I think the October 31st, friends. That is the court date. So I guess we'll see. Now, I have to probably make, friends, another video on Schizo meme coins because they're so unique and rare, and Pulse Chain actually has a Schizo ecosystem. Now, you got to understand the complexity with this because I didn't know it was a Schizo system. I just thought, okay, this is some sort of rug, pump and dump, because it doesn't fit in your box. Okay, so it's Leonidas. And, I mean, like, firstly, how do you know it's Schizo? It does 120,000 X rally, and then it drops minus 99.65%. That's one. Okay, another one, Schizo. I mean, like, and another one, like, this is real. What I'm about to show you is real, okay? The core asset of the ecosystem is Bitcoin Cash. Okay, it's not a joke. Okay, I'll have to make a whole full video. But when you think about it, you think of Harry Potter, Obama, right? And you also have Miladies as well. So these are the two premier ones of crypto. And yeah, so I'll have to make a whole video on that. It's really, and I've got to warn you as well, super warning, looking at Leonidas ecosystem, okay? Schizo actually means schizo, friends. Not, haha, cute, we might do something random. No. Schizo is literally, actually, I'm not joking. Okay, would you trust a schizophrenic psychopath in the kitchen with a knife? Would you trust them? So that's why in my example, I say, well, the psychopath could make you the best ham and cheese sandwich of your life. They could use that. Or they could slash your throat. Okay, that's like, whoa. Whoa. That's what schizos, that's what they're like. That's why they don't fit in any box. And it's also, I've got to let you know that I am putting my life at risk here because the schizo memes don't like being called schizo memes because they're normal to themselves. Like we're the schizo ones. It's like this flat earth stuff. I think there's Dome. I think there's another one. There's Dome, D-O-M-E. I think I've seen them tagging me. I think we have the flat earth one. Yeah, so it's in that area. And like you and I come in, we're like tourists in there. Like, no. It goes deep. It goes deep. So we'll explore that later. Time for some more fun as well, friends. So when they said Uptober, they actually meant you're up for the next shift in drive-through. That's what it feels like right now. Floptober. But yeah, man. Look, we know what it is. US election. Neither us 2000. Stock market taking its time. This is a screenshot. Randy Boo posted this as well. Red, as you get to see everywhere. I mean, it's just fun. Oh, Bitcoin Cash as well. Now I'm noticing the Bitcoin Cash logo. So yes, all roads lead to Bitcoin Cash, man. It's just... well, yeah, friends, you gotta understand my confusion. I went to Leonidas. I was like, are you sure you want to make Bitcoin Cash your ass? Yes, all roads lead to Bitcoin. Okay. The Harry Potter Obama guys, friends, I'll just give you some juice. Harry Potter Obama, a year and a half ago, painted themselves blue. They got crack cocaine, started smoking on camera, whilst, we know what they were wearing? They were wearing large women's breasts. The movie prop. You know, like the fat suit, the large women's breasts. Painting themselves blue like the hedgehog. Smoking drugs. Riding around in a lawnmower in their backyards. Okay. That was a year and a half ago. Where are they now? Now they're... I mean, like... But schizos, you're like... So in crypto. They're really... It's really unique and rare. Okay. So we don't want to spoil it. It'd be a shame if somebody comes in and vampires and pretends to be skits. But actually, if you see how friends, I'm not joking, they all hear voices in their head. Okay, if you read their tweets and you could just hang around in there, it literally... potential for our holders as nobody is engaged anymore. It feels pointless to keep building. I blame other projects for destroying the NFT market when they subverted creator royalties. So... if you're listening, friend, I know I don't want to say, oh, sell the bottom of the NFT market. If you're listening out there, friend, also I've written here, NFT market, it was, unfortunately, it was a victim of the most crowd euphoria. Okay, so when you listen to other crypto commentators, they'll say, oh, NFTs had too many grifters, too many scammers. Friends, grifters and scammers, but they don't start anything. You understand? They're just followers. They're always going to be there. You forget them, okay? It's just a victim of its own success. The crowd got too euphoric. In crypto, we don't have a US Fed who starts to hike rates and starts to do insider stuff to like stop a bubble and to like make sure that we don't have that in crypto. The thing just runs forever. And that's why you're in crypto, by the way, because the things can run forever. But also on the downside, no one comes and does a rescue package. You're just bleeding for 99% down for 3 years, okay? So NFTs were the altcoins from 2017, the ICO coins. That's what NFTs were. But you know, a lot of people missed out because they're JPEGs, man. It was hard to be convicted, right? So I do hope they come back, but it seems meme coins have mindshare now. So if I was an NFT community, I don't know what to do, man. Because look, you have a choice. You could, you know, your NFT, you could make everybody turn it in and give them tokens. Now your NFT community is a meme community. And because that's the thing with NFTs, friends, there's only 10,000 of them most of the time. So everybody is buying a big block of coins. It's kind of like you're not allowed to buy $400 of Bitcoin anymore. Imagine when you bought Bitcoin, you had to buy 100 Bitcoin slice. You can't buy 99 Bitcoin slice. You have to buy 100 minimum, you know, at a piece. See what I mean? Like it becomes, it's like too illiquid now. And they're competing against mindshare floats of meme coins. So that's one alternative. If you're a leader of an NFT project and you still want to reward everyone, convert yourself, because you have a market cap now, you convert yourselves to a meme coin. Now you're a liquid thing. But that's another thing, man. The NFT market that joined you, they're not meme coiners. Okay? They're not altcoiners. They joined you for something else. They were more like cultural, Kanye West liking. You know, like, oh, he's Taylor Swift, she's cool. You know, the music and the art people, They fight. They fight to defend their own rapper and hip hop artist on Twitter. Those types of people. Those people, friends, they'll pay like $1,200 for Nike shoes. Why? Because Kim Kardashian like squirted on it or something. Okay, in a very family friendly way. Okay, so she squirted it with her. She's a water pistol squirter, friends. Family friendly show. Family friendly show. Okay, so those types of people, and then they won't care about it. They're like, yeah, I got value out of that. I own it. You know, that's what NFT people like. It's art. They're the arty types. Okay, so that's. You're moving different markets, so yeah, it's this. I really don't know what to do. Is like it's because here's like if you want to know, okay, Mr. Sir with his necking lace for Pulsar and PulseX. What happened to the ICO coins of 2017? Well, we made new coins and they got their mind share. So everything died except XRP, Tron, Stellar, a few others. So they're still around, but they didn't participate in the bull market. Like they just kind of like gravitated towards some sort of retracement. That's what they got. So yeah, it's a tough spot, man. If you're a holder of any of these NFTs, you just got to write it off, man. Just write it off for zero. Maybe it comes back. Maybe most likely it doesn't come back. Just focus all your energy and time. Like we have meme coins now. And I think we're going to be blessed with the big meme coin type of mania. I think, look, the way the universe works, man. Look, the ICO mania people who lost 99% of all their money, they were able to participate in random stuff mania in 2020 and 2021. They were given the chance. You needed to invest more money. That's the thing. But that's crypto, man. That's crypto. So if you're in NFTs, you have to write them off for zero. Of course, you got your punks. Maybe you bought it. They come back. But Miladies, of course, which is a freaking blue chip cult. Fed cult as well. You know what I mean? But all the others, all the others. So just concentrate on the mind share, I guess, of meme coins. Because if you're an NFT guy, you probably relate to the meme coin stuff. And you're going to have to find your way into which ones you like. I think I'll end with this, friends. The crypto industry, when I say it's full of drug-addicted schizophrenics, I really do mean it. Because just look at this. Look at this double standard stuff. So, KNV says, Ben.eth, a guy, rugged millions of dollars in a deep bear market and deleted his account. He's called the Chad. JPEG dumped only $2,000 allocation of a scam coin and then lied, but he's a retard scammer. That's actually the truth, man. So JPEG, friends, he got messy. Look, a lot of ZachXBT came in and oh, you took money from this coin and then you dumped it for $2,000. And like, man, it's just crypto industry standard, man. So what did JPEG, I guess, do wrong? Like, even though he probably thought they were a scam themselves because their coin was down 99%. It was Uptober. Okay, it was Uptober, the altcoin. Remember, they dropped. And they're trying to do its community takeover. And they went from 80 million market cap down to 100K. They gave him 2% of the supply. Okay, just to shill. And then what ends up happening is he said, yeah, I'll do the shilling. Because he probably thought he's speaking to scammers, man. And then they sent him the tokens and he just dumped it and just ghosted them. And he thinks, okay, whatever. Just, these scammers are messaging me. But then what ended up happening was it was a real community takeover. And he got called out for it by a Twitter account with 800 followers, which is not much, right? And then it went viral. ZachXBT got on board. And then, yeah, everyone starts covering it. So there you go. So the events of how that happened, it's something to think about. Because the crypto industry is full of scammers and grifters and stuff out here. But I still think, even if you assume a lot of people out there are scammers and grifters, you can't go and just like make that your default case. Because it's like, imagine a cop came out and said, you know what, you look like a criminal. Well, everyone's a criminal anyway, right? You've done something illegal in your life at least once somewhere, right? So I'm going to arrest you, or even worse, I'm going to kill you. So that's just what the community is doing to like self-regulate. But yes, it is true, man. This Ben.eth guy did rug millions of dollars, deletes his account. Ah, man, it's just there's double standard everywhere, friends. That's why, like, I'm always strong. I know there's a double standard. I know everyone's skits. I know that's why, friends. If I'm in a coin and I lose and someone follows me and then they lose with it, I don't say sorry. I don't say sorry. Okay, bro, if you made a 30x, you were giving me nothing. Okay, who the hell are you? I lost 2. Let's move on. Okay, we just got hit in the ring. Okay, we got to get back up. So that's my perspective always, because if you give in to the mess, man, if you give in to them, you'll crumble, friends. You'll crumble. Look, okay, October's not doing well and these coins aren't going up. By the way, I mean, my whole YouTube channel is filled with thousands of examples of people who made the incorrect conclusion in a Bitcoin halving year. Remember, friends, like one of the most profound videos I've made this year was I told you, if you were to do a portfolio review in 2012 or 2016 or 2020, you would have made the wrong moves. And what's a portfolio review mean? It means, sell the stuff not winning, and then buy the stuff that is winning. So sell the lows to go buy the highs. It was the wrong move every single time. Okay, I don't know. Maybe meme coins kind of blow everything out this cycle, but it's a good premise to basically base your assumption on if you're trying to just listen to people who, because what the people have done, friends, is they've done that move. That's why they're so loud about it. You know that they've sold the lows in one coin to go buy the tops of another. They have. So after they've done that, they've got that cognitive bias now. Like, oh, now I'm biased to basically talk bad about that one and say that other one's better. So you just got to think about that. And that's why, like, ultimately, friends, the only way to make it is to believe. Make sure you like, subscribe, belly button, all. Don't forget he loves you. Catch you in the next one.